Greetings. This is the Instrument Sidekick video for the trumpet, page 30, most common notes, page 30, most common notes. So, right here shows you the most common notes that you'll have this year. And what this is called is a fingering chart. Fingering chart. That's what I want you to write up here. Fingering chart. Make sure that's written there. And I will check the spelling. So if you have to look it up, look it up. Fingering chart. So, one of the reasons why I just said that is because when you have to learn a spelling of something and you're not quite sure, you know how to look it up. You learned that from ELA classes, I'm sure. All right, so what happens when you have a note that you don't know? This is what you go to, a fingering chart. Okay, it's kind of like the dictionary for trumpet. Now, shows you a bunch of different notes. Once again, these are the most common for this year. This by far is not all the notes you can play. Okay, this isn't even half. Okay, you can do a lot more notes than this. So, underneath each note, you see the fingers that go down. 0, as always, is open. And, of course, it can't tell you your embouchure. All right, so you have to have a good enough sense of embouchure to be learning this at this point. So for instance, low A is 1 and 2. And if you ever try to play E and I said you were too low, chances are you were playing that low A. You know? So those are the fingerings. Take note, we have F and F sharp over here. And we have B and B flat over here. Okay, these are different notes with different fingerings. They have the slightly different symbols and different fingerings there. Now underneath it says, the high range can be quite difficult. Only students who practice really hard will get there because the high range requires a really, really tight embouchure and a certain strength of your tummy when you're blowing the air. Trumpet players usually love high notes and fast rhythms. Yes, you do. Okay. On the next page, we have a song all about that. And then it says, refer to this page whenever there's a note that you're unfamiliar with. Try and memorize what they look like. Okay, so whenever you learn a new word, you want to look it up, find out the definition, how it's spelled, and memorize those things. Same thing with trumpet. You want to, every time there's something new, obviously that the new thing is very important. So that is a fingering chart. Your accent on achievement book on the second to last page of that has a little bit more inclusive fingering chart. That probably has a lot more of the notes that you'll use next year as well. But once again, it's still not all your notes. It goes farther than that. So these are just, first year fingering charts. All right. So remember that because that will be important on the next page. May the force be with you.